The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Summarized by ChatGPT. Illustrated by Midjourney. The Art of War is a Chinese military treatise written by Sun Tzu in the 6th century BC. The book is still widely read and studied today for its insights into strategy and tactics in warfare. It has been applied not only to military strategy, but also to business and sports. Here is a brief overview of each of the 13 chapters in The Art of War. Laying plans. This chapter emphasizes the importance of having a well-thought-out plan before entering into battle. Sun Tzu states that a plan should be based on understanding the circumstances and knowing oneself and one's enemy. He also mentions that the best plans are those that take into account all possible contingencies, and that a flexible and adaptable plan is often better than one that is rigid and inflexible. Waging war. This chapter covers the various strategies and tactics that can be used in warfare. Sun Tzu emphasizes the importance of outmaneuvering the enemy while avoiding overextending one's resources. He also mentions the importance of maintaining a good supply line and avoiding resource depletion, which can lead to defeat. Attack by stratagem. This chapter focuses on the importance of using deception and trickery to gain an advantage over the enemy. Sun Tzu covers various tactics such as creating false appearances, disguising one's intentions, and sowing confusion among the enemy. He also mentions that a successful deception is one that is not suspected by the enemy, and that even a small advantage can lead to a great victory. Tactical dispositions. This chapter covers the topic of positioning and deploying one's troops for maximum effect. Sun Tzu emphasizes the importance of determining the most advantageous ground for battle, as well as arranging one's troops in a manner that best suits the strategy. He also mentions that a well-positioned army is half the battle won, and that a poorly positioned army is a sure path to defeat. Energy. This chapter focuses on the importance of keeping one's troops motivated and engaged in the fight. Sun Tzu mentions that a high level of morale is crucial for victory, and that complacency should be avoided. He also mentions that a commander who can keep his troops motivated and engaged is a commander who will win many battles. Weak points and strong. This chapter covers the importance of identifying and exploiting one's opponent's weaknesses while protecting one's own. Sun Tzu mentions that the best way to win a battle is to know the strengths and weaknesses of both oneself and one's enemy, and to use that knowledge to one's advantage. He also mentions that the key to victory is to attack the enemy's weak points and avoid their strong points. Maneuvering. This chapter covers the various tactics and strategies that can be used to outmaneuver the enemy. Sun Tzu mentions tactics such as feints, encirclement, and flanking, and emphasizes the importance of maintaining flexibility and adaptability in one's tactics. He also mentions that a commander who can maneuver his troops effectively is a commander who will win many battles. Variation in tactics. This chapter discusses the importance of adapting one's tactics to changing circumstances. Sun Tzu mentions that the best tactics are those that are flexible and adaptable, and that a commander should always be prepared to change his tactics as needed to respond to new developments in the battle. He also mentions that the key to victory is to understand the strengths and weaknesses of the enemy, and to use that knowledge to one's advantage. The Army on the March. This chapter covers the various aspects of military logistics and supplies. Sun Tzu mentions the importance of maintaining a strong supply line and ensuring that one's troops have the resources they need to fight effectively. He also mentions the dangers of losing control of one's supply lines, which can lead to defeat. Terrain. This chapter covers the impact of the environment and the terrain on the outcome of a battle. Sun Tzu mentions that the terrain can either aid or hinder the army, and that a commander must be familiar with the terrain in order to take advantage of it. He also mentions the importance of selecting the best ground for battle and using the terrain to one's advantage. The 9 situations. This chapter discusses the 9 different types of terrain and the advantages and disadvantages associated with each. Sun Tzu mentions that a commander must be familiar with each type of terrain in order to understand how it will impact the battle and how to best use it to one's advantage. The attack by fire. This chapter covers the use of fire as a weapon in warfare. Sun Tzu mentions the importance of knowing when and how to use fire as a weapon, and the dangers of overusing it. He also mentions that fire can be used as a distraction, to create confusion, or to destroy the enemy's supplies. The use of spies. This chapter covers the importance of using spies and intelligence gathering to gain an advantage over the enemy. Sun Tzu mentions the various types of spies and the roles they can play in battle, and emphasizes the importance of using spies effectively in order to gain a strategic advantage. He also mentions that a commander who uses spies effectively is a commander who will win many battles. In summary, The Art of War covers a wide range of topics related to warfare, including strategy, tactics, logistics, terrain, and intelligence gathering. Sun Tzu emphasizes the importance of having a well-thought-out plan, understanding oneself and one's enemy, and being flexible and adaptable in one's approach to battle. The book remains a classic and is still widely studied and applied in military, business, and other fields today. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. Gently hit the like and subscribe button for more summaries.
Thanks for staying till the end.